And as the recovery effort continues, scientists are trying to learn as much as they can about Michael. So joining us tonight, Dr. Nick Shay. He is a professor of ocean sciences at UM's Rosenstiel School of Marine and Atmospheric Science.
Now, he's also the director of the Upper Ocean Dynamics Laboratory. His team flew 6 Hurricane Hunter flights to deploy ocean profilers into Hurricane Michael. And Doctor, welcome very much. And Craig is joining us as well.
Yeah, nice to have you. So first of all, we've been worried about something else here in South Florida, which is the red tide. So is there a connection between the hurricanes and red tide?
What we have seen from past hurricanes, like Irma last year, that really moved slowly over the Florida Peninsula, it churned up a lot of water. And when it churns up a lot of water through upwelling, it gets those organisms off the bottom. They get back into the water column, and they can either move towards the coast, as we have seen this summer, or they can move back out towards what is known as the loop current.
Now tell us about this research that you're conducting now and these ocean profilers. First of all, what are ocean profilers and what sort of information are you hoping to get from them?
Well, we've been deploying ocean profilers for quite a number of years. They measure temperatures and salinities and currents with depth. And we deploy them primarily from the NOAA hurricane hunters, and they give us information all the way down to 1,000 to 1,500 meters or 4,500 feet.
Have you seen any of the data that you did before Michael, and maybe that influenced the intensification prior to landfall?
Absolutely. One of the things that we have been looking at for a long time is the net impact of the loop current in the Gulf of Mexico. Loop current can really intensify hurricanes, and in Michael's case, Michael went over 1 or 2 of those warm pools and really gained strength.
So for laymen like me, what is a loop current?
So the loop current is a big current in the Gulf that just loops around. Sometimes it's way into the Gulf, other times it makes a quick right out through the Florida Straits, and where it's known as the Florida current.
And it's what brought red tide, is it not, to the east coast of Florida?
It is one of the major transport systems in our area that can influence the transport of red tide.
And you're using a unique radar at Rosenstiel to help measure the surface currents, are you not?
Yes, Craig. We're using what is known as a high-frequency radar. It measures currents and waves in real time, so we're able to understand what the current field is doing as the currents move back and forth across our shelf and our region, and it can tell us something about the possibility of red tide being deposited on a beach, like up in Vero or Palm Beach or one of those areas.
So
I'm wondering if it's possible to know, now we're seeing that we think that the red tide this year may be at least partially a result of Irma last year. Is it possible to predict what we can expect next year?
It's very difficult to predict at the moment. Once we start looking at the data that we acquired this past summer during Michael, we might be able to be a little bit more definitive about the possibility of the red tide getting, again, stirred up and into the water and into the column, and either moving east or moving west towards the loop current.
So if you had a couple of things that you could explain to us that you learned from Irma last year, what would those be?
Irma was a very slow-moving storm, and it really churned up the water on the West Florida shelf.
And that impact lasts for up to a year or years?
Well, it certainly looks like it impacted the red tide for about a year, because we've seen this pattern before in other years.
Going back to the 40s, you told me before.
Going back to 1946, where the hurricane that hit Tampa Bay, in the subsequent year, they had a major red tide outbreak along the West Florida shelf and the West Florida communities.
Dr. Nick Shay from the University of Miami, Rosenstiel School of Marine and Atmospheric Science, thank you very much.
Thank you
for joining us. All right.